Hi, welcome to iGabi. Today we're going to sum up the most relevant events of the world and biographies in the 20th century, the century of changes. At the beginning there were a lot of little wars, such as the Sino-Russian War, a war between the Chinese and Russians because the Chinese bombarded a town in Russia. In reaction, the Russians massacred Chinese and Manchus. At the same time, Russia also fought with Japan in the Russo-Japanese War over the Manchurian territory. This led to the Battle of Tsushima, the major naval battle fought between Russia and Japan during the Russo-Japanese War. At this time, 1910, Mexico was struggling with the government of Porfirio Diaz, dictator that governed Mexico over 30 years. Even though he was not fair at all, he made progress to Mexico. He constructed railways in the most isolated parts of Mexico and helped communication. People was tired of the injustice and hunger to the workers, so they started a Mexican Revolution. There were several leaders, such as Francisco and Madero, who founded the Partido Antirreeleccionista. He led the Plan de San Luis that created Diaz from the presidency with an agrarian laws established. As a result, the end of the Porfiriato, another important revolution, was happening at the exact time, 1911, the Chinese Revolution, the revolt against the Qing dynasty. The main leader was Sun Yat-sen, and then, when he won, he became the first president of the new republic. Going back to Mexico, there was another important plan to quit Madero's government led by Emiliano Zapata. The reason why this happened was because Madero was not making any changes. Then, a major problem started, the World War I, the Triple Alliances, Germany, Austria, and Ottoman Empire versus the Allied Great Britain, France, Russia, Italy, and Japan. The event that overloaded was when the Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary was killed in Serbia. Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, and right after the alliances were made, the Russia had to leave with the war. Russian civil war started when Nicholas II, the Tsar of Russia, he was a Midas of the aristocracy. He was bad for the country that needed industrialization. He created the State of Duma, which promises the voice of people, but of course this did not work. Lenin was a communist revolutionary, mainly the leader of the civil war with the Red, the Bolsheviks, and the conservative militaries and aristocrats that were the whites. In Russia, the massacre of Amistar was a massacre of British troops to Indian citizens in order to continue colonizing them. Three people I admire are Albert Einstein. We already know about him. He was a successful scientist that came up with his model of motion at any speed and came up with his famous mass energy formula. And Joseph Stalin, that came up after Lenin.